What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Daniel, but I go by the Canadianwaver. I figured it's about time I jump over here on YouTube.
Finally.
Give back to the community in a bigger way. I've been waving for about 3 years now. I'm trying to give all my knowledge right here on this channel, solidify myself as the #1 waver coming out of Canada.
It's been a long fight. It's been a long fight.
So with every single video, I'm just gonna be stressing about putting time in when it comes to brushing, the consistency in every aspect of your life and the wave game, and last but not least, your hair health and how important it is to your wave journey. So stay tuned with me. My first video, I'm gonna touch on a subject that I get questions about every single day on Instagram, is how to get waves. And I know we must be tired of all these videos on YouTube. 2021, 2020, it doesn't matter what year we're in, how to get waves. You might have heard it all before. But this is gonna be a beginner's intro. Everything you need to know, summarized in one video. We're gonna start this off right.
Ain't nobody wanna put the time in. I've been in the stool straight grinding. Bitch trying to do me like assignments, dog. Flying in the motherfucking pilot, dog. Fucking with the vibe, you could try it, dog. I'm the best motherfucker I can recall. Trust me when I say it ain't biased, dog. Talk shit, you gon' get silenced, dog. Talk shit, you gon' get silenced, dog.
First things first is getting a haircut. You want to start off with a clean slate. So whether you have dreadlocks, braids, an afro, high top, curly top, whatever your hairstyle, it's gotta go. And don't be fooled by any of those TikTok videos where you see how to get waves in 30 minutes or how to get waves in a couple minutes. Those aren't real. So if you're starting with an afro, you're not gonna get waves instantly. Next thing you wanna do is pick your pattern. Starting off with that, you wanna find where your natural crown is, whether it's a centered crown, an offset crown, and go to the search bar on Instagram. Search up the pattern you want, whether it's 360, 540, 720 waves, or any of the hybrid variations that exist out there. You wanna start your pattern from the crown out. I speak from experience when I say this, because you're just gonna create crashes in your pattern that are gonna come from your crown all the way to your shoreline, making your journey a lot longer trying to finish everything off. So start from the crown and work your way out, whatever pattern you're brushing. Next thing you're gonna need is your tools. That goes into like a hard brush,
Pause.
a medium brush, a soft brush, a little handheld mirror, and a couple combs. That'll get you started. I recommend whatever style of brush you plan to use, whether it's curves, flat, 7 rows, 8 rows, 9 rows. Try to get a hard brush, a medium brush, and a soft brush, all in the same style just to start. You don't want to be confusing yourself, confusing your pattern, trying to figure out how to brush your angles with different brushes. Just keep it simple to start off. And for brushes, I say go to a trusted seller. I mean, unless you have the beauty supply that has an amazing supply of OG Diane brushes, hit up brushking.org. That's where I get all my brushes from. I'm not complaining right now, so I wouldn't put anything on unless I use them myself. So check them out. I'm gonna put the link right below for brushking.org. You can get a lot of brushes for $5, $10, just to start off. DURAGS. Compression is gonna be key to saving your work when you're brushing your hair. So when it comes to DURAGS, I go by the 5 S's. That's silky, 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 and sometimes a mesh do-rag. My go-to recommendation for do-rags is gonna be, of course, I mean, there's no one else right now who's coming out with designs like this, quality like this, and the prices are fair. There's no promo code on that. Just check the site. I'm gonna link that below as well. Quality do-rags, quality compression. Make sure you have multiple do-rags. You don't want to be putting a dirty do-rag on your forehead, making yourself break out. You got to think about it. You're brushing your hair, putting products in your hair. Eventually that's going to seep into your skin. It's going to clog some pores. So always have a clean do-rag. Hair porosity. Learn your hair porosity. To simplify that, learn how your hair takes on moisture, takes on products. Is it easy to absorb the products? Is it harder for your cuticles to open up to absorb the products? Do you have trouble retaining the products, the moisture? Is your hair easy to retain the products and moisture? Search up a Google search for hair porosity test. I'll do a video later on explaining a detailed way, multiple ways of doing a hair porosity test. Or if you're impatient, head over to my Instagram, Canadianwaver, and I got a little brief introductory way of doing one version of the hair porosity test by pulling a couple strands of your hair. We're in the home stretch now. We're talking products. So learning your hair porosity will let you know what ingredients work for you, what products will work for you, and how to apply them to your hair. The key with products is stick to that natural stuff. Don't think that you're gonna cheat and get a kit or use some unnatural products that are clogging your pores and it's gonna make you better than everyone else, because that's not the way. There are plenty of BOBs. To name a few, we got Leonidas, you got Mr. Oils and Butters, you got Maisha Ebony Essentials, you have Nova Naturals. That's just to name a few. Every single one of those BOBs that I listed right there, they all have amazing products, natural ingredients, and they got a moisturizer, they got a butter, they have an oil. Those are gonna be the key things you need. A pomade is nice, but it's not necessary. And if you do go with a pomade, most of those BOBs have a natural pomade you can use as well. And last is your brush sessions. You gotta make sure you're brushing your hair. You might have all the do-rags, all the brushes, all the products, but if you're not consistent, and as I said, we're talking consistency in every single video. If you're not consistent, you're not gonna get waves in 2022. You may be a student and find you're strapped for time with school. Get a couple laps in on a lunch break, get your sessions in after school. If you're like me, sometimes you can't find time, so you gotta make time. Staying up late night to get my sessions in, the amount of time you put in to your brush sessions is gonna be reflected upon your pattern. No one else is gonna wake up and brush your hair for you. So take the time, figure out a schedule, and dedicate some time to your brush work so you can progress at a decent rate. If you made it this far, smack that like button, hit subscribe, turn the post notifications on. If you can't wait for the next video and you want some more wave content, make sure you're following my Instagram, my TikTok. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.